sorry. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. How about, let's see, okay, I'm gonna have sample 1, I'll have sample 2, and I'm gonna just do some random numbers. Because I don't have to think about it. So random between, say, 1 and 80. And then I'm gonna copy these down, go over, and I'm gonna copy, and I'm gonna paste special 1, 2, 3, and as we do this, I want to create an outlier. So I'm going to pretend that's 120, and I'm going to pretend that that's
How do you keep the numbers from changing?
copy, paste special.
Okay.
Paste special value. And I want to make that negative 30. I'm just making up numbers. So they're no longer random. Hopefully we'll have an outlier in there because I want to check for outliers too. Okay? So I got some data here. What should we do? Yeah, we need the 5 number summary. I'll leave the 4 number summary, and I was like, no, it's fine. What are the 5 numbers? Nope, not mean, that's wrong. Minimum? Q1. Median. Okay? So this is sample 1, this is sample 2. Okay, how do I find the minimum?
Do equals,
Min.
or you can do
All that. Right? And copy it over, right? What about the maximum? That one's easy, right? Max. This. Copy that over. And how about the median? That one's easy. Nope, not average. Median. Yeah, remember mean is not part of your 5 number summary. We use it a lot, but it's not part of this. What'd you say? Copy that over. How do I get my Q1?
Quartile.
Which one? The one without anything. What's the difference? What's the INC and what's the EXC? What does it include and exclude? The median. Okay? That's the one we want to use. Okay? But we're going to use the one that doesn't have anything. Okay? Comma, what?
1.
In this case, 1. Okay?
Can't you just do that for all of them and then change the numbers? Even with like the
You could. Yeah, you could. Quartile. This. Comma. 3. Okay?
So couldn't you also do the quartile 0, 1, 2, 3?
Yes, you could.
I don't know.
You didn't know that? All right, so you're all learning something today. Okay, so now what's the next step? No, you're missing a step.
Sure. That's all. Oh, you have to find your interquartile.
We need to look for outliers before we do the date and all that stuff. Okay? So, interquartile range, how do I find that?
Q1
Q3 minus Q1, right? So 20.5 versus 27. And now what? always just like to go 1.5 times the IQR, but you can do it your way too. So I take 1.5 times that, and that and that, okay? Now, we can do our lower and our upper fence. Okay? In this case, what's my lower fence? Somebody besides Cassidy. Gonna make sure Alexa's standing on her own feet. What do we do?
What do we do? For the lower?
For the lower? You don't need no sticking point. This is easy.
So it's Q1 minus the
It's
1.5.
Q1 minus, you said it backwards. Q1 minus your 1.5 times. And this one's going to be
1.5 times.
Q3 plus your interquartile range. So I'm gonna copy these over. So my question is, number one, do we have outliers on sample one?
Mm-hmm. 120.
The 120 is an outlier, right? Do we have outliers on sample two? Negative 30. Are there any others? No, one's okay. Okay? All right, what do we do now? Now you do our, do you remember what they were?
Gate open.
Date, open, high, low, close. Okay? Does it matter what date you pick? No, but they should be consecutive days. January 1st looks like that.
And then change it after.
Okay? And then change that. Okay, January 1st and 2nd works like that. Okay? What's the open? That's your Q1, right? So in this case, I'm going to do the 31.5 and the 22nd, right? Okay, how about the high? What? Is it the maximum?
Or your fences if you have outliers.
Okay. So what should I do in this case?
So for that one, we have an outlier, so we use the upper fence.
So we're going to use the upper fence on this one, because we have an outlier on the upper side. How about this one?
No, we use the maximum.
No, we use the maximum this time. This was a good one. Who asked for this problem?
Everybody.
Everybody knew this is a good one? Okay, how about the low?
It's the
You use the minimum, and then
The
on the
minimum
other
on this one,
you use the lower
and
fence.
this one I'm going to use the lower fence. Okay? That was good. That didn't even follow any of the rules, did it? Okay, the close is going to be what? Q3. In this case, it is 60. Okay? All right, so I got some good stuff here. All right, insert.
That's how we have to
What do we click on?
do the talks.
Okay, now the version you're going to have at the testing center is going to be a little different than this one. Typically, you can click on the spider web thing. Okay? It should show up there. In our case, we've got to click more charts, and then we go to stock, and we're going to pick the second one. Okay? All right. Here, we'll move it up because I see we're short on time. What's next?
Rename the dates.
The dates. How do I change the dates? Change them right here. This will say sample 1 and sample 2. Okay? So do I want to put in my median? Not yet. Why? Because it's gonna move. So always draw your stuff last, okay? What about this? Do I want that? Bye-bye, get rid of it. See, I've already changed it. If I'd have drawn that, it would have messed it up. Now, here's one important difference here. What else do I need? I need my outliers and I need my axis titles, right? Now, with the version we have here, there's a plus sign. The version you're gonna have is not gonna have that plus sign. I think there's a third option up here, and I think it says layout. Anyway, it's one of these menus up here. Okay, if we don't have it here, we're gonna click the plus sign. Okay, we're gonna add axis titles. But your version, I'm pretty sure it says layout.
Well, if you go to design.
Okay. So in this case, we're just gonna erase this and we're gonna put random numbers, because that's what they are. Sort of random numbers, because I added some that weren't random. And then this is gonna be, you know, insurance company, or test, or whatever it is. Okay? All right, so now, chart title, not random numbers. Okay? Now we can draw in our median. The median here is going to be 50, which is about right there. The median here is going to be 32, which is about right there. Okay? We're going to draw our outliers. This one's 120, so about right there. This one's going to be at -30, which is off the chart, about right there. Okay, now my question to you all, let's pretend that I asked you to do this for an ANOVA test or for an independent t-test or something like that. What's required?
SRS.
Super random sample, but what about the distribution?
Normal.
Normal. Now that one looks fairly symmetric except for the outlier, right? So what about the outlier? What am I supposed to do with that?
QQ plot.
Well, let's say, but we know that's an outlier, right? That breaks, especially on the ANOVA test, the outlier is going to be a big problem, right? So what do I do?
Say it's not normal.
You get the, so on your box and whisker, you're going to keep it there. On your ANOVA test, you're probably going to have to get rid of that, because otherwise you're violating your assumptions. Okay. Now, what about this one? Does this look normal to you? Probably not. This one's got a bigger whisker here, and that's a shorter here, right? This one looks skewed to me. So, now what?
Wait, she has a question.
Okay, answer my question first. This one looks skewed, with or without that outlier. Even if we remove that outlier, which we probably should for the ANOVA anyway, does that? I mean, maybe it's normal, maybe it's not, right? But it looks skewed. What are you supposed to do in this case? So we'll probably get rid of the outlier here as well. What else? How do we know that if that's skewed enough or if it's normal enough? Probably a QQ plot, right? Which we'll have Marissa do tomorrow. Okay, so remember that. That's an important thing. Because your data may or may not have outliers in it. You gotta know how to handle them. So if you're doing regression, ask me about the crocodile head tomorrow. Do you guys remember the crocodile head?
Yeah.
Okay, ask me about that tomorrow if you don't remember. We're going to talk about when do you get rid of outliers, when do you keep them. Okay? All right.
About, so on your sample 1 low, it says 5. Where the 5 is coming from minimum. So why is sample 2 low coming from the lower bound?
Why is that?
Yeah, how do you distinguish that?
Because I get outliers. So if you have outliers, you use the fences. If you don't, you use either the minimum or the maximum.
So if you have an outlier,
But
you use
isn't
that.
-30 an outlier?
-30 is an outlier, so I use the fence.
So then why did you use? Oh.
So I use
Oh,
the
you're
fence
saying-
on this one, but I use the
Bye, Rick.
on this one.
It's the if there's an
Bye,
outlier
Rick.
on that side of it.